Alright, hello. We have a breaking news story that happened overnight. 3 carjackings happened in Midtown. And obviously, there's nothing about it on New York One's website, or Channel 1 to be specific, because obviously, they only have this. They only have a 39-second mention. 39-second mention. Did they have anything else about the other 2 carjackings? No, nothing else about it. They do have a quick video of it.
Police still searching for the suspect in connection with a carjacking that was caught on camera. It happened during rush hour in Hell's Kitchen yesterday. Take a look at the wild video.
Look at this.
Broadway and West 57th Street. Cops say the suspect used a taser on the owner of the Audi, although it did not appear to work. The suspect drove off in the car and crashed into multiple vehicles. Police say they chased after the car, and one officer hurt his hip trying to get to the suspect through the driver door.
That's just crazy.
The man eventually ditched the car and fled into a nearby subway station.
Yeah, so I'll read what Channel 7 had about it, because they briefly brought it up last night. But at least they were more specific. I will give Channel 7 credit. This is exactly why. You know, I try to watch the other stations, because most cases they will be all over it in some regard. So let's read the timeline. So you just heard about the first one. This happened 4:30 yesterday. So this happened at 54th Street and Broadway. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the map up. So let's just sign out of my Google account. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the map as we go along here. Just to give you an idea of how alarming this is. So a cop did suffer a minor injury in that incident. And we just saw the video from Channel 1. So look at this. 3 parked cars. 3 parked cars. Here we go. So, again, they mentioned he went into that subway station. Oh, I didn't hear about this. Elderly woman randomly attacked in Queens. So we have to read that one. Less than an hour later at 5:20 p.m., there's another story I'll read. A victim was sitting inside his car at West 36th Street in Midtown when he was approached by a man who began to ask him questions. The suspect then took out a box cutter and demanded the victim exit the vehicle. Police said the suspect took off in a black Infiniti with TLC plates. Then let's get to the third incident. Police were conducting a routine car stop at East 42nd and 1st Avenue. Officials say the car was stopped after a license plate reader recognized the car was stolen. Officers pulled the car over and took one man into custody. So, that car was stolen from Brooklyn, so. Okay, so let's just recap where all of this is. Let's zoom out. Let's bring my draw tool out so you all know where these incidents happen.
Police are on the hunt for 2 men who attacked a woman in the Bronx and surveillance.
Oh, we'll get to that after. We'll get to that after. Do apologize. I clicked on the wrong tab. 54 from Broadway, 36th Street. So wait, where in 36th Street? Oh, okay, yeah, I know what this is. Okay. We'll draw it on the map. So here we go. So the first incident took place. Yes, so let's just make sure we are all good. Don't want to get anything confused here. West 36th. Okay, there we go. Here we go. That's a better way of looking at it. So here we go. Here's where the first incident happened. Right around here. Yes, that's Central Park South, 59th Street. Yes, so let's just say it happened around here. Second incident took place right around Macy's, right around this general area. Yep, right around this general area. And then 41st, so yeah. I mean, isn't this alarming? I mean, if you are a person of reasonable doubt, wouldn't you be alarmed that there are 3 carjackings near important places in Midtown? Right by the UN, right by Macy's, and then not too far from where Carnegie Hall is. That's kind of alarming. And, you know, guess who's laughing at this? Guess who's laughing at this? Not Eric Adams. No. Not Keechant Sewell, the police commissioner. But this guy is laughing at us. Alvin Bragg, the Manhattan District Attorney. He's laughing at us. And he's laughing at Melinda Katz, my district attorney in Queens. So let's see if Melinda Katz will look into this incident. Police are searching for a man who randomly tackled an elderly woman in Queens. It happened yesterday afternoon at 1:30 on Queens Boulevard. The 75-year-old woman was tackled to the ground by the man, who then fled on foot. EMS rushed the woman to an area hospital for treatment of facial and neck injuries. Police are hoping the video of the man will lead to an arrest. So, obviously, if they do catch this guy, you know Melinda Katz is going to be all over it, because at least we have a district attorney in Queens that cares about us, unlike Alvin Bragg. Alright, and then lastly, 2 men wanted for stabbing woman beating her on a Bronx sidewalk. So here we go. Surveillance video shows one of the attackers stabbing the woman several times. This happened, just happened this morning, I think, right? Yeah, happened this morning. Oh, happened on Sunday. Okay, my bad. Happened Sunday on East 198th Street in Jerome Park at 5:33 in the morning. Police said the woman was rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital, where she was listed in stable condition and expected to recover. So, there you go. First man is described as having a light complexion, last seen wearing a dark-colored hooded sweatshirt and a white shirt, dark-colored pants, and white Adidas sneakers. The second man is also described as having a light complexion. He was last seen wearing a dark-colored plaid shirt, dark-colored pants, and light-colored sneakers. So there you go. I know I went a little bit off topic, but I saw these 2 stories on Channel 7, and I had to read them. So, let's talk about Alvin Bragg. So, a petition that was started by New York Republican gubernatorial candidate Andrew Giuliani, the son of former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Pretty much, he is asking for Alvin Bragg to be removed by a recall election, which Mr. Giuliani said if he were elected as the governor, his first 90 days would be to repeal the bail reform law and to also create a law that would allow a recall for any elected office in the state of New York. So, obviously, we need a recall law because this corruption in New York is way out of hand. Way out of hand. You have to be clueless to not know what's going on with our government in New York. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, look at this. The New York Post actually randomly got to talk to Alvin Bragg. So, let's watch what this guy has to say, because he's really full of it, Alvin Bragg.
Can you answer a couple of questions for us? Sewell yesterday, that went well. You sent out a memo that said that you guys had come to some sort of agreement.
We issued a joint release, which speaks for itself.
So you're both on the same wavelength.
We issued a joint release which speaks for itself. I think you have the text.
And what do you think about all the controversy about your statements?
We're going to keep on doing the right thing in the right way.
Yeah, right.
And, doing our job.
You are so full of it, Alvin Bragg.
Who was
arrested robbing a CVS, and his crimes were downgraded, and he had a weapon, downgraded to a misdemeanor.
I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
There was a gentleman who was arrested for robbing a CVS with a knife, and he was downgraded to a misdemeanor.
I'm not going to discuss it as an open matter.
Oh my goodness. See what I mean, folks? This Alvin Bragg guy is really full of it. Here we go. Let's see if we can find it. I want to read this one first before we get to the Alvin Bragg one, because now we really have to do more deep digging into the problem with Alvin Bragg and why he's not going to prosecute any of those people in Manhattan for the carjackings. So here's a video of it. This happened on January 7th, so last Friday. So here we go. Construction worker was doused with a possible bleaching and stabbed twice after he rebuffed a panhandler in Times Square. The worker, 41, walked into the CVS on Broadway near West 40th Street around 8:30 p.m. when a woman asked him for money. I'm sorry, I have to pause there for a second. I think I know the CVS. Let's see if we can find it. So I know I've been in it. Please not be that one. Please not be that one. I swear, if it's that... Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I'm just double checking it. Oh, wrong article. 40th on Broadway. 40th on Broadway. Oh, okay, that's the other CVS. Yeah. Because I'm thinking of the other CVS that's right around here. Yeah, thankfully it's not this it wasn't this CVS. Thank goodness it wasn't this one. Because I was getting worried it was the one by West 49th Street. Okay, I know that other one. It's I don't like going to that one. That takes me out of the way from the Port Authority, Times Square, Bryant Park area. Alright, so he told the panhandler to F off. When he left the store, the woman confronted him, saying, "Do you remember what you said to me?" Then a man who was with the woman tossed a liquid, possibly bleached. The victim fell to the ground and he struggled with the suspect. The man then got down on the ground and stabbed the victim twice in the back. He then grabbed the worker's Samsung tablet worth almost $340. The victim fled for his safety, and both the assailant and panhandler ran off. They remained at large, so... Alvin Bragg is downgrading the charges to a misdemeanor. I mean, this was a serious crime. My goodness. Okay, so... there's an online petition. We just talked about it. More than 1,800 people had signed on to the petition with saying, "Remove Manhattan DA Bragg now. Demand a recall election." So the petition is being sponsored by Andrew Giuliani. We just bought that. And also being sponsored by the Republican mayoral candidate in the 2021 New York City mayoral election, Curtis Lewa. So I'm glad that Curtis is still involved in politics. That's all I'm going to say. So we'll just take a look at the petition. Alright, so Lee Zeldin's calling for his ouster. Rob Mastorino, who's also running, said that he must go. Well, look at this. Tom Suozzi slamming Bragg, but Suozzi's not requesting Bragg to leave. That's the problem. So, I'll show you the petition, and I just want to see how many people have signed it. Wow, look at that. We're almost at 5,000 signatures. So, if you want Alvin Bragg removed, I'm going to leave this in the description below, but it looks like we're going to hit 5,000 signatures today. I mean, it's looking like it, so we are going to put this in the description, and by the time this video is up, we may even hit 5,000. But, please, we need Alvin Bragg removed, because this guy is dangerous. All right? He's part of the radical left. That's the problem. And you have Kathy Hochul just laughing at us about this guy. She's like, oh, I don't want to remove him. And then obviously Eric Adams, we're not going to play the race card, but you know, with the race card, Eric Adams is not going to want to ask him to leave because you heard what Eric Adams said. All right, and let's see if we can find that video. Let's see. Eric Adams, Alvin, Bragg. Let's see if we can find a video. So let's see. This is it. Maybe you can play it.
How are you? That case, I'm not too familiar with it. I believe that DA Bragg is going to be a partner to keep our city safe. We're going to go through any screaming or lack of...
He's joking, right? He's joking. He's going to keep the city safe? Wow. Wow, so you know Eric Adams' stance on Alvin Bragg. Alright, Alvin Bragg, you need to go because if you're not going to prosecute this piece of garbage who went into the CVS in Times Square or the carjackers in Midtown, then you need to get out. You seriously need to get out, Alvin Bragg. And I'm in agreement. We need a recall. We need a recall election in Manhattan for district attorney. This guy is putting too many lives at risk right now. He needs to go. Bottom line. So before I really lose it here, I'm going to wrap up this video. So sign the petition if you want. I'm going to leave the article, the link to the petition in the description below. We need more people to sign it because it's going to show that people do not want this dangerous person in charge of prosecuting crimes in Manhattan. So that's it. Thank you for watching.